Everybody, and welcome to Apple Autos. Today we're going to be taking a look at our used F32 2015 BMW M4 featuring the twin-turbo S55 3-liter inline-six producing 425 horsepower. I think this is a great buy on the high-mileage market. I think that you should purchase a high-mileage BMW M4, and today we're going to get into why. Before we get too far into the video, I want to bring up that this M4 is currently for sale for $27,000 with 106,000 miles on it, a brand new set of Pilot Sport 4S's, a fantastically flawless working hardtop convertible, and as far as I can tell, everything on the interior works flawlessly. It also has a very fancy aftermarket radar detection system already in it. This is a really great buy for 27 grand. You guys should check out the link down in the description below if you guys are interested. Now, I think anybody watching this video is well aware the M4 is no slouch, rocketing to 60 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds, continuing all the way to a quarter mile at 12 seconds flat at 119 miles an hour. It is very quick in a straight line, there is no doubt about it, and I think pretty much everybody is aware of that. Now, the thing that's crazy is even with the 106,000 miles on it, this M4 feels like it has lost absolutely nothing when it comes to that power. It still has plenty of power all the way throughout, lots of torque. It is a great sounding motor, this S55. I am a huge fan of it, and it does have pretty good reliability behind it. Now, the one thing that isn't as reliable as that motor is the transmission in the M4. However, it's still pretty reliable as long as you keep up with maintenance. Now, the one thing that some people are also worried about with the M4 is the hardtop convertible. Now, of course, you can get the coupe, but I personally am a huge fan of the hardtop convertible. I used to have a 335i E93 that had the hardtop convertible, and I absolutely loved it as long as you do the regular maintenance, take care of those seals by putting gummy pledge on all of the rubber closing pieces. It stays completely reliable. I drove mine all the way through winter and I had no issues with it. As long as you just keep up with maintenance on every single part of this car, there truly is nothing to be scared of. Now, as long as you're confident working on the car, maintenance isn't expensive either because parts are pretty readily available for just about everything, and they're not too terribly overpriced. Now, the thing that does cost a lot of money if you're not confident working on your M4 is labor rates, of course. Getting the vehicle worked on just has a lot of labor intensity, so things take a while to do at a shop, and with high labor rates, things add up in a hurry. Now, enough with all that jazz. I want to talk about the M4 I'm standing in front of here. In 2014, the F32 came out, with the M4 coming out in the following year, 2015, this being the first year of M4. This carried all the way to 2020 before we released the new platform. However, this platform of M4, even though approaching, this is crazy to say, we're going on 2024 here soon, this is almost 10 years old. We're approaching 9 years old, but it is only a year away from being 10 years old, which is just unbelievable that we have cars that are this technologically advanced that are going on 10 years old now. It's crazy how time flies like that. Now, this M4 is an amazing vehicle in quite a few ways. I think it's a fantastic grand touring car in the sense where it can be a track weapon and a GT car with its dramatically changing different drive modes. In comfort mode, the M4 is very subtle, very easy to drive around, very comfortable. However, as soon as you move things up to Sport Plus and move into the aggressive transmission setting, it becomes a whole new car very, very quickly. Not only that, but it's a great, fun weekend car and a date night car at the same time. With its incredibly comfortable ride in comfort mode, it's high quality, very high quality interior with red leather, carbon fiber that this one offers, and then going into the aggressive settings like I mentioned for the weekend. The M4 is an amazing package, and now that you can get these with high miles on them for under 30 grand, kind of dramatically under 30 grand, is quite the bargain, being is that these started at like $75,000. That is unbelievable. You're talking about an insane performance bargain, the top of the line BMW for under $30,000, which as long as you're okay with some maintenance things coming up now and then, and these are pretty reliable, they're not terrible. These are not the most unreliable BMWs in the world by any means. A lot of people are scared by maintenance and stuff, but I would very, very confidently daily drive this car. And this one being in such well-kept condition, I can clearly tell it's never been driven in winter. It is very, very clean with a good paint buff. I mean, you can find yourself a really, really clean M4 with some miles on it for a steal of a deal. And when I brought up this thing being 10 years old and the amount of tech it has, it is unbelievable. You're gonna step into this thing, it's gonna have all the same features as new cars. We have auto adapting headlights, which turn with the steering wheel. We have the LED taillights. We of course have that amazing hardtop convertible. We have an amazing navigation system that is flawless. It's super easy to use. We have a heads-up display that has different settings where you can change how it displays. We have that amazing like half digital dash, half analog dash, which I've always really liked on BMWs because it gives you that feel of the classic analog dash with still having the tech of the newer dash. I've always liked that dash. It's honestly probably been one of my favorite across the entire car market. We have the vents, like the neck vents and the seats, heated seats, and the carbon fiber bits everywhere. And this car is just so cool. I love it so much. The only thing that does suck, if you guys are interested in the convertible model, is the trunk space is very greatly limited because of that. If we actually open the trunk here, you have to have this divider down for the top to go down. But once you put that divider up, there's a decent amount of trunk space, but there isn't a ton. I do remember with my 335, the issue is the opening is quite narrow because of where the top motor sits and where it all comes down. So you don't have a very wide trunk by any means, and getting like boxes and stuff in here is pretty much impossible. So the practicality goes down dramatically when you do choose to get the hardtop convertible version. Of course, the coupe might suit you better there. But overall, the M4 it's just amazing. I love this car. I think they're great. And the fact that it's 27 grand is just mind-boggling. Moving on to the interior of the M4, one thing that is a little bit strange is the way that the dual clutch transmission operates here. So there isn't park. You actually use the parking brake to engage park. And then this is something that people find a little bit confusing. You push over for drive, pull over for neutral, and then you pull up for park. And then you pull over and up for reverse, and then you push it back to the middle, over to drive, and then up down for sport shifting, which you can also then use the paddles. So it is a little bit confusing compared to the standard way of putting a transmission in drive, but that is ultimately how you do it in the M4. The M4 is all the tech you could possibly ask for in a vehicle that is approaching 10 years old, and it's very responsive, very quick. The iDrive system has been one of the best systems in any vehicle for a very long time, and the updated versions have done nothing but continuously get better. I absolutely love the way that this whole system works and integrates with your phone, the way that it operates. As you can see, that light there blinking from the aftermarket radar detection system this M4 features, and then just the way that the whole digital dash works, all of the features that it shows, the way that you have your customizable drive mode settings that you can just change everything with, the heads-up display, and then on top of that you have that super high quality red leather interior with all the carbon accents. I really like the M4. It is such a nice place to be. I could easily do a long road trip in the M4. I could easily have the M4 as my fun car. The dramatic differences that this car has just between its drive modes, the price point that it is at when you can find one of these higher mile ones that's been taken care of. I just think they're amazing vehicles. I would love to own one, honestly. I would very much so consider purchasing this one. And I honestly think one of you guys should. So check out that link down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video today on this BMW M4. I'm just kind of speechless that you can get a car with this much luxury, this fun to drive. The quality of everything, the overall build quality of this car at the price point that it is at is tremendous. I think you guys should purchase a high mileage BMW M4. Let me know what you guys think down in the description or in the comments below. I mean, the M3 is also a great option if you guys need a four-door of this generation, but I love the M4. I love the hardtop convertible. Being able to listen to that symphony of the 3-liter inline 6 with the top down is just something that is unmatched and you cannot beat in another vehicle. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video today. Have a great rest of your day.